Good morning, peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie. I hope you are perfect, whole, and complete. I hope your morning is starting off very beautifully, and I hope I'm a part of that beautiful morning. So I'm wearing my jewelry on my website, which is afrocentrichomedesign.com now. So you can go normal, no square space. But we're doing the moon, the crescent moon bindi, the crescent moon ring. Is that the right way to look at it? And then, but I flipped it because this is also my jewelry. This is the Ndinkra Hene, which is king of the Ndinkra symbol, and the Ndinkra Hene ring as well. So I'll show you outfit of the day. I got this dress from one of my designer friends in Ghana. Her name is Esther. I'll be selling these on my site eventually when it gets warmer because my customers are more in the East Coast and UK and Canada. This is bone earrings that I got from the art center, and a head wrap I got from a Nigerian sister in a Saturday market that I go to. Let me show you the dress. So I flipped the dress around. The dress is the other way around, where there's a V-neck in the front, and this would be in the back. But I flipped this and have the V-neck be in the back, and this in the front. And it's connected, so if I wanted to, you can do that, not here though. You can do that here, unless maybe you go that night for that to December. But so we do this, but you can do this, right? So and then it's V-neck in the back, but it's really not. It goes the other way around. When I just and then and I had to pin it because this was always too big for me, so I have to pin it. But it flows so beautifully, so wonderful. Like I always feel like I'm in the Sahara when I wear this dress. So it's a wonderful flowing dress. You see how the breeze just blows through it. It's very divine. Clothes make a difference, right? So sometimes when I know when I'm with jeans, I'm a little harder, tougher, more warrior-like. And when I wear these flowy dresses, I then flow too. So they make a difference. I think the color's great, and I was gonna wear this beautiful headpiece, which really went perfectly when I've worn it before. But I remember I had this, and I don't often get to match this with a lot, this scarf, and I thought, you know what, this will go with everything else too, so yeah. So I hope you're well, perfect, whole, and complete. My lighters are so poor, I keep forgetting to get more. So let me see if we can light some sage. Look, I kind of follow it around, turn this off. Let's see if it's possible to get a good light. Because a little is better than none at all. And it definitely sets the vibe. So, yeah, I'm a sachet through the sheets. Some there. If what? So let's see. I want to burn sage. I gotta get some decent lighters. Sounds decent today. So let's get that energy moving, circulating. Happy Thursday. So I got up today. Thank God. You can stop it right there. That would be enough. I got up today. Have a beautiful one. Thank God. And thank the Most High Goddess Divine. And I did my yoga, did my exercise. I did a video this morning for my membership group, and I was telling them that I don't actually like exercise. It's like I'm passionate about so many things, but exercise is actually not really one of them. I do it because I like the results of it. I like the way it makes me feel on a spiritual, mental, physical level. But I don't actually, when I'm doing it, love it, no matter what. Even my yoga, it's something I do stay engaged. I make sure I'm in with every movement. But it's not like, oh, I love exercising. It's just, I love the results of it. And I was saying that some things are just going to be, you're going to do it because you're disciplined, not because you love it, because it's good for you, right? It's interesting. There's something that, but I was saying to my ego, one thing that I absolutely love is actually food, but natural, healthy, vegan. I love being a vegan. I love eating healthy. The healthier the better. I recently found some Ezekiel bread here in Ghana, and I was so ecstatic. And I remember Ezekiel bread, like, y'all, it ain't about the taste, child. 'Cause, you know, it's very grainy and very natural and very simple ingredients. And like, I love that kind of stuff. I love that earthy, super healthy, natural. Oh God, like I'm passionate about it. Like I never get tired of making smoothies or eating them or drinking them. I don't get tired of salads or fruit salads or green salads. Like I love when I spend the majority of my money spent on food. So I may think clothes, but it's actually food. And I make it a priority. It's so important to me. It's such a love affair. I have a love affair with vegan, natural. Just I won't even say vegan because I mean I am vegan, but because the food itself didn't name itself vegan. Just food from the earth, natural as possible, as little ingredients as possible. I love that. Like that's my thing, and I'm so glad because it's a combination to stay youthful, a combination of that exercise, right? The thing that you might not love initially, right? But but it makes you feel good. It really to have the endorphins and all the energy and the relaxation and the calmness, the yoga, stretching and the body and the look of the body. You look beautiful, your body looks great. Coupled with something that I love, which is the food, right? And just, positive energy, right? But I gotta make sure that I keep the positive energy within myself. I got to do that because sometimes, I'm a fire sign. Well, I get so mad and fire burn, you know what I'm saying? And I told you that I have somebody that leaves these horrible messages and comes from my looks. But I thought it was one person, but I'm actually thinking it's someone else. It's not who I thought it was, first of all. It's someone that's from a woman from the diaspora that lives in Ghana, an older woman that is an alcoholic, and when she gets drunk, I think she does say mean things. I really think it's her. As I said, but then she'll leave sweet messages for me. It's very interesting. I think it's actually her, but we don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. But yeah, I don't think it's who I thought it was. I mean, it could be, but it don't feel like it. It feels like her. And I don't know why. I always say, like, you'll never make me feel less beautiful. It'll never happen. I want to tell the women that you may not always be feeling good about yourself, especially the young girls, and you think that you're always going to feel this way. But there's a point where you're going to you can build this, especially to your children, your daughters very early. There's not no one that could ever say to come from my looks. It don't even bother me. You can say the worst things. It don't do nothing for me. I know you're a liar. I look in the mirror every day. I love what I see. I really do. I think I'm very beautiful in so many ways. So no one could ever change that. Not at 58. 58, nobody gonna get a grown woman to come down like you out of your mind. You out of your mind. But I think they're pretending that there's someone else in order for me to not think about, put the energy back to them, but the energy is already sent back to them. So there that is. So there that is. We got everything going in there. We have the sage is burning, the Palo Santo. I'm a happy woman today. It's just working out. So we just take out that, and yeah, I think it's somebody who watches me, calls me, pretends that she likes me, but it's not who I thought. She's pretending to be someone else. So if I have negatively sent any energy to someone who is not harming me, although they are probably, I release that and send it to the proper place where it belongs. So if it's you, this older woman from the diaspora, if it's you, I think I know it's you, but if it's not, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So anyway, nothing disturbs our peace, right? And that's the most beautiful thing. So hold on. But I want you to know, when I was saying yesterday how powerful you are, like I really want you to understand. Anytime anybody comes for you, hold on. Love, light, peace, prosperity to one and all. Hey, Afro darling, I want you to understand that it takes a lot to even tap, for them to create those messages, which they don't even know I'm not getting any of them. I have somebody else that does all that for me, so I don't even have to do that. Good morning, it's Jasmine. How are you, darling? But you got to think about how powerful and important you are. If people would take the time every day to tell you something negative about you, it shows the insanity in them. And so, yeah, you're really getting under somebody's skin, and it's because you really are powerful. Anytime somebody comes for anything, you know how they feel about themselves. It's the things they say about you. Then you realize they don't feel, they actually think you're the opposite. They think you're beautiful and graceful and elegant and lovely and powerful. That's what they really feel. But they are so afraid to be themselves, and they're watching you be yourself. Yeah, you gotta be yourself though. I hope that you will never let anyone intimidate you into being something else. You will never be able to be that. You'll never be able. But I do say this, watch who you let into your life. One thing like I tell y'all, it's just like a warning, and it's happening to you on just another level. As a content creator, people get in touch with me all the time, right? Oh, I've watched you, and thank you, Lakeisha. Oh, I've watched you for years, and I love your work. I love it. That someone will tell you, oh, you've done for me, or I want to meet up with you. If you ever become a content creator, or just in some position of visibility, most likely say no. Do not meet with those people. Because those people that they're your fans at first. They're not lying. They watch you for years. You've helped them in so many ways. But they're not good. They're not good. They're sick. They're gone. There's something wrong with them. And when you don't respond to them right, or you don't put them first, or you don't give them all the attention, you'll see their other side. You see all that love that they said that they had for you. You'll see it wasn't really true. It was an admiration, and sometimes admirations can go into a very deep jealousy. And you have to be very, very careful of that. You're dealing with someone which they can do. And no matter what they say, how they say it, no matter how their life is appearing to others, and maybe even to themselves, they really, I'd say it's like they really want to be you. They really wish that they were you, because if they were so happy, they would never take the time to make you unhappy, which they can't even do. It's not even working. But I would say, I was reminiscing. I was doing a video again for I'll fix this couch. I was doing a video for my membership group this morning, and I was talking about this idea of friendship, right? If you are new to this channel, we are very informal over here. So it's a lie, but yeah, it's really live. It's all the way live. It's just the same distance. I mean, it's all the way real. and I was saying how I was talking to a friend, and how she has, she really was a sister that stayed friends with a lot of her friends from high school, and even though it's like 40 years later, they are still all friends, even though they live in different places. And I just thought how beautiful that was. And how, I don't have anybody that I would reunion every year. I would love that. I think I would love to have that girlfriend and getaways and going away and your friends that you kept since high school and you're deep and that's just so beautiful. And I was like thinking like, wow, that's not how my life turned out. Like, what would that have been had I had that? And that is always when I question that, just for myself, because it's still a beautiful thing. And I remember saying to my friend, I said, wow, maybe in my next lifetime, I'll get to have wonderful, 5, 6, 7, I don't know, good friends that we've known each other for years. Oh my God, like, there's such a part of me that would love that, right? And we go, like I said, go on girls' trips and do reunions. Oh my God, like, but then, I just thought about it. There's many lives, and we've played all the parts. and we get all the lives that we actually ever wanted. And then there comes a time in a life or a lifetime when it's actually so divine and it's so, you're at a place. You can't look at your life as this is the only one you had or the only one you will have. You have to really see it as a continuation. And if you think about it, you play all the parts, then I feel like when you get into the spiritual, don't get me wrong, that the spiritual is a part too. But I feel like it's actually almost a final chapter. That you've done all those things, you've had all those things, you experienced all these different things, and that this experience is just as legitimately beautiful as someone else's. So just like I might look at friends or people that have the girlfriends that they've known for years, and they meet up, and I'm thinking, I love that. I'm thinking how beautiful that is. Someone is looking at my life, which I would say is a little more isolated, just a little more inner, right? A little more protective, right? And a lot of spiritual. Although all life is spiritual, all lifetimes are spiritual, all livelihoods are spiritual. And I see somebody really would want that. They're looking at that. So, but only not in the loving way I'm looking at my friend. It's in a very warped or scared or afraid way. That your life that you're not giving thanks for, your life that you're not bigging up, someone would love to have that. Someone is wishing they could have your life right now. And you're thinking, my life? What do I do? It's who you are. It's even less to do with what you do. It's who you are. It's like I have a friend and she is here and she is so smart and so organized and so deep and just so, she's amazing to me. And I know sometimes she may think like she, works and she might sometimes say she's not going to do much more, but it's not what you do, sis. It's who you are. You're like, oh my God, like, you got skills I'll never have this lifetime. It wasn't for me to have those skills. And I admire and they inspire me, right? That's the sisterhood. That's what's really up. So you can look at all the people in your life and see things that you would love. It's because either you probably had a life like that or you didn't have it like that. And that's why it's so nice. A life includes other people so that you don't have to be everything. Because if you can create a group or a group of people or a family or a connections, in that connection between you all, y'all have everything. It's the reminder that you can't be all things, but you can be around all things. And you want to be around all the things that are good. Unfortunately, there's some people that's not in your life for good. They're in your life for not so good. And we should never wish we didn't have the life we were living, and we should, worse, is never wish that we should have somebody else's life. It's never going to happen. It's not even good, and you're missing out on the value, and yeah, I would say value of the life that you have right now. Somebody got to do the inner spiritual work, right? Somebody got to be a little more inner. And it's interesting. I realize now that I'm older that protective state that I questioned throughout my entire life. Was I introvertedness? Introvertedness, people think you're weird. Like, are you going to come to the party this weekend? No. I mean, that's what you really want to say, but you just say, I'll see, which means no for introvert. Oh, you leaving already? Yeah. Oh, I stay a little longer. I got other things to do. You ain't got nothing to do. Matter of fact, that's what you're trying to get back to, is the nothing you do. You love that. You know what I'm saying? And I used to hurt people's feelings because I would say I was going to come somewhere, but I wasn't coming. And I did not like the people. It's just something, I just needed that time with myself. I had enough, And I learned to tell people, hey, I'm introverted, so I'm a little weird. I'm so sorry. I say it like I'm weird. I say I'm introverted, so I won't stay very long if I go to an event that, it's not, if I feel that energy of not comfortable, and that even when I thought about all the best friends that I have had, they were all, it was a natural flow. It wasn't forced. I didn't have to put it on a vision board. It just happened because that's really, like I said, we're all spiritual. We're all having spiritual experiences. And that's what it's always going to be for all of us. It's just going to happen. If it doesn't flow, it's not a go. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't flow, it's not a go. So I don't really do that to myself as much anymore. Like, I don't really compare my life to someone else's, or even in the most beautiful way. I'm grateful that I have a friend that has that, so I can see what that looks like and feels like. I'm grateful that I have a friend who's very organized and just spiritually doing the work, and you know, I can enjoy that, you know. But I think to know yourself is the most important thing, because if you're busy wanting to be other people, or wishing you were, or wishing you had their life, then you'll never get the things that's for you, because the Most High is trying to figure out what's for you, because that what's for you is not the choice of the divine. It's your choice. You get to decide who you are. That's so wonderful about spirituality, right? And your connection to the divine. You're not mandated to be this person. You're mandated to have free will. So you get to exercise that. So you have to tell the universe who you are. You have to tell the universe where you're going and what you want. And with this year, with so many like negativity, but I know it's because I let people into my life. Whether it was intimate relationships that wasn't of the highest, because it seems like after that, that's when all the negative Nellies came in, or people that got in touch with me via social media. I've not been successful with that. You know, it's been not great. It's this thing where it's not, they're attracted to you, but it's for all the wrong reasons. Something about you bothers them, but at the same time, it absolutely intrigues them. I think that's human distorted nature, and you got to know that. So it's, for me, because of the position I'm in, I really have to be careful about who I even give my phone number to, who I exchange phone numbers with, who I have conversations. It's like this one person, she's always thinking about me. When I was in Goodson, I want to drive with you, I want to meet you. When I was in Ghana, I want to meet you somewhere local. I never failed to meet her. And I want you to know that when you have that feeling in you, it's your spirit knows why that person is not truthful. Or that person is not she's not truthful. She keeps saying she's not telling the truth, or he's not telling the truth. And that person is a friend of me, or wants to be. The person really doesn't like you, or that person is jealous of you, or that person's mean inside. You might not get all that right away, but you will get it. And when you do, you have to really listen to that, because some people are psycho, some people are insane in the membrane, like some people are cooking for Cocoa Puffs out here, some people are really suffering from great mental challenges. And so you have to understand, absolutely, I have to keep my energy very, very protected. So when I meet these people that go a little too far with their wanting to be my friend, and it starts to go the other way, and I have these, kind of insane incidences, I now start giving thanks for who I am and understanding that my spirit knew all the time that I needed that protection. And that the life I thought I was longing for in my position and trying to reach out and hoping that, maybe I'll find a decent system, it's not that way. It will be like it has always been to all my best friends. It will flow into my life naturally. It won't feel forced. I know right away within the first minute if that's going to be a lifelong friend or even a friend at all, even an acquaintance. Most people are not going to be that in my life. They're not well enough to be that. I got my insanity too. Don't get me wrong. We walking on two legs. We not a lot of us got insanity on some level, but I try not to put my craziness on others. You know what I'm saying? I work on that, and when I do notice that I do, because I do, I apologize. I tell them I'm working on this, and I do my best to get better. So don't. The message today is don't wish for someone else's life or admire somebody so much that it becomes obsession to the point it becomes rejection or jealousy. You know, I'm so to myself that the idea of envy and jealousy is so foreign to me. I couldn't imagine being so unhealed that you get pleasure or you're so, I don't even know if the person's getting pleasure. You can tell the person's, sometimes these people are just so unhappy that they would think that they're making other people unhappy. My esteem on the beauty is ironclad. There's never nothing you can do. I mean, I don't know who thinks it's the weirdest thing to me. And it's like I said, there's too much this. You can feel that good about yourself. And you know why it's a little hard it's going to be hard to get to you if you notice? You've been married, you've had children, you've had wonderful, amazing, handsome men. You know, you women stop you on the street. Every day you hear about your beauty and how you do it. You taught classes that people bought them. It's impossible for that person. So you start realizing that this is truly your client. This is not a person that you would want to let into your life to be a friend. And I'm talking about too, like practitioners. Don't make friends with your clients if you can help it. Now there's some that is really not your client. They're your student. And your student respects and loves you. And they will make great friends because they're devoted to you. That's why the Indian gurus are not called the people that loves them. Also, their students, they also, another name is called their devotees. It's not a less position, it's a respectful position. You know, at this point, I'm a master teacher. I mean, it's not bragging. I mean, you can't be doing something for 20 years and help so many people and not call yourself that. Are there people that know more than me? Oh my God, absolutely. Are there my students who will actually go beyond me? They better. Any teacher would want that for their students. But don't mind them. You know, it's Ghana. Don't mind them. Don't mind them. Just ignore and keep it moving and really love yourself. I know I'm in a deeply contemplated time when I come. And it's just that time. I think it's that deeply contemplated time in the world. And I don't want to I don't want to miss the deep delving that I'm doing these days. I don't want to miss that. I want to really fully take full advantage of it, if I can. And thank you, my moderators. I know these knuckleheads is definitely coming. Yes, you are, Master. Thank you, son Angel D. And how are you? You have 76 Facebook friends. Wow, I love you for that. I changed my phone number early this year and have been very selective who has actual number. That's right. Nothing is something to do. Right, nothing is something to do, yes. Aphrodite says 1,000% yes. It's so true. It's who we are, yes. Succubus and energy vampires, yes, Afro darling, absolutely. I know, and you know, can you mod me here? I can see you, if that's what you asked. Good morning. Yes, Jasmine, love and light, yes. Yeah, it's, all of this stuff, the succubus and energy vampires I knew, but I know that's the same thing or similar. It's funny that as the world turns, and meaning it's really going the total opposite of what it was. It's becoming a better place, although, you know, sometimes it feels like it gets worse before it gets better. You can really see that those people like that, those succubus, those energy vampires, people are so afraid, like they're really falling. They're with Babylon, they're falling as well. So protect your energy. The new year, if I could predict, I would say the new year is going to be about deeply protecting your energy. Deeply protecting your energy. And in that, falling in love with yourself more. I can see it happening. So anyway, y'all, I got my own videos on my website. If you're interested, please go to the website and check out the new stuff. Thank you so much, Jasmine. If you're feeling like you got any messages in this video, any others, and you want to just donate, all the ways to do that, PayPal, CashApp, and Zelle is in the description box. Jasmine, I thank you so much. I used it well. And I want to say thank you to you. I love you for that. So, I mean, what a wonderful surprise. And I'm just so grateful to you. Okay, so you're not one on here. That's why I can see that now. Let me do that right now, Jasmine. Let me do that right now. Okay, Jazz, you are now. Thank you. I need you to be here too. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I need you because, yeah, you are really that in my life. I'm so glad you are well. I'm so glad, Sun Angel D. So, it's been an adventure. Y'all, another thing too, I was talking to my daughter last night, and I was getting really excited. I was like, yeah, because I'm going home for like, in the summertime for at least 2 months. I would love to even do 3. We'll see how it goes. We were looking for tickets, and me and my daughter, it was so much fun. And I was like, I would love to come back, if that wasn't in the state that it is. Come back. Okay, let me explain when I say come back, because I had to figure this out for myself. I don't think I'll have to ever say I live here or live there. I feel like I'm visiting places, and some I choose to stay longer than others, and some I choose to stay longer at different times than other times. I don't feel like I have to have an either or. It shouldn't be. It's not. It's too limiting, and the universe is nowhere near that limiting at all. So it's not like, do I want to live in Ghana over U.S. or U.S. over Ghana? I promise you, it's more, where do I want to be when I want to be? Ghana has had its challenges, but it's life challenges. It's not any more. It's in some ways, it's kind of less. Maybe the challenges seem more intensified because those are the challenges you need to grow and to elevate. But it hasn't been, I don't advise that you ever run away because you're only going to run back into yourself. I don't advise that you ever live in fear because you're only going to meet fear when you go next. Yeah, I don't advise that you think that there's a place that's going to be better. It doesn't work like that. Anything that you're experiencing, anything that is happening to you is happening for you. And so you should really sit where you are in the uncomfortableness and figure out why you are there. And extrapolate the goodness, the blessings, and even the lessons that is in it. You shouldn't let one person, 2 people, circumstances take you away from something that you're already doing. I think for me, and most of us that come to Ghana, whether we knew it or not, we came for a purpose. It was part of our purpose. We have a purpose in life, and we show up in a certain way. That's one of our purposes in our personality, how we move, how we listen to spirit, what we do when spirit tells us to do it. We have a purpose. And on the path of the purpose, you're going to meet people. And they're actually part of your purpose too. But you got to take time. It takes time to get to that point, right? And you realize that they're part of your purpose too. But you don't let whatever occurred with you and the people you meet on your purpose path to make you feel like, oh my God, I'm going to leave because no one has that much power over you. No one has power over you like that, period, unless you give it to them. I had a relationship, and it didn't work out. It didn't end well. Of course, it could have ended better, but I don't think I would have learned anything. I think it was divine, and it ended the way it was supposed to because it revealed that it wasn't an honest relationship, and so it ended dishonestly. And that is kind of the way it should. I mean, that makes more sense than it wasn't honest and then it ended honestly. It don't really work like that in life. Whatever way Spirit wants you to get the lesson is okay. But I mean it, I'm gonna say it again, like, I don't wish that person or the person that he's with any ill. They may have found the person, I think they might be a perfect match. Like, I don't know. And I just want the highest good for everyone. I was saying this to my membership group yesterday. I want the highest good for everyone. I don't feel that hurt or that anger or that hatred. I don't feel it like that. Because I've been constantly doing the work. This is doing the work. Me up here with y'all, this is the work. It's like, when you do the work, when I come on the videos, that's clearly the work. You will move past things. Because if you don't, you get stuck in the pain instead of the purpose. You get stuck in it. And you don't have to. The pain is not supposed to stick you. It's supposed to wake you up. It's supposed to nudge you and push you. And you could be unhappy, you could say it shouldn't happen that way, but it should have happened that way. You would have never gotten away. You would have never found what was for you. You would have never lived in more integrity of yourself. You would have never seen how strong or powerful you could be. You would have never. I know it's hard, and you'll watch me go through a whole year. We're not quite at the year mark yet, but we're very close next month, at the end of next month. But in that 1 year, I never thought I could be where I am today. I never thought I could be healing in a real way and forgiving in a sense. My thing is, we play with forgiving. I'll be like, well, you don't have to forgive. What I mean is there's other things that you can feel besides forgiveness. Or the way that society looks at forgiveness, because you can't forgive somebody that you don't forgive. I don't know about, you should forgive them, but you don't forgive them. Why would you know what you should do, but you don't. So I don't know if you should. You should not hold malice. You should not hold anger. You should not wish nothing bad on them. There's going to be a point that will happen. That forgiveness won't even be a thing that, it's not the only emotion. It's not the only repentance that you have. There's something deeper than forgiveness. Forgiveness could be false, a lie, or made up. When you have an understanding of the purpose of the relationship with the people that you have had or had, and you can see it in a better light, even a beautiful light, you've done more than forgive. You understood. Knowledge and wisdom creates understanding. And understanding is what's up. So I don't have any, of course we'll never be friends and we'll probably never even talk to each other. Because I think that's not even necessary. I think it's best. We speak volumes without speaking. I don't have to respect that he's with somebody else, but I do have to, I'm not only do I accept that he's with someone else, I hope that they are happy. Like, I wish them their highest good. And I will say it 1,000 times because I mean it. But I mean, if they said hi, if they saw me, I'd say hi too. If I was even introduced, I would be polite, and not being fake. That wasn't for me, but it was for me at the time. If I stay in this, if I stay right where I am, I'll never get to right where I could be. What's waiting for me? What's next? That's too much to hold in the body. It's too much to wonder. It's too much. What you're going to do if you stay in that sad or hateful state is you're going to start hating yourself. You're going to start thinking it was about you didn't look as good, or you wasn't as smart, I don't know, you wasn't as, have more money. I promise that what people do to you has nothing to do with you. And the moment you get that, this has nothing to do with me. This is nothing. This is what that person wanted. They wanted something else. They should have that. It's probably deeper, but it ain't for us to go into the deepness of the depths. That's for them. I know that I got a serious glow up since then. I know that I'm healthier. I know that I'm whole. There's so much anxiety and fear that I no longer have. And I'm just getting started. I think I would love to give myself about 2 more years to really figure myself out, because now I'm not, however years old I was when I met, my last relationship, I'm 4 years older, and hopefully 4 years wiser. I just want to let you know, no matter what hard thing you're going through, that you will get through it, and you will feel good again. You'll never be the same with a very hard hurt or heartache, but I think you'll be better because you were missing something. And it was your power and your strength and the understanding of it. It feels like the lesson for 2025 for me is knowledge and wisdom equals understanding. Understanding how important it is. It allows you to move freely, and it allows you to move with integrity and with love. That's what we're going for, the ultimate love. So I'm going to say this, I don't wish you no bad luck, baby. I don't wish you no pain. I hope that you have defining things. I want everybody to be and receive their highest good. And I know if I can sincerely send it out, I will also receive that. Not necessarily everybody from where I send it to. I don't even want it from here. Just from the higher realms. So we're good. Let's keep going. My healing now is just, it's the work that I refuse to do. So God brings us these relationships that make us do the work. It's the deeper work that I felt like, it's so deep and buried, and I'm doing really good on the surface, appears to be, and I've tackled so many things. I don't really have to go into detail. And notice how it brings me that relationship and says, oh yes, you do. And that changed me. But it didn't change me in a bad way. It changed me in, I can't even say yet, because I feel like I need a few more years to really walk into this grown woman that I am, and walk into this love being that the divine created, walk into and sashay into and become. No matter who you meet, we're still on our own separate journey. You're not the person that you love or the one that loves you or did love you. You're still your journey. You're still figuring you out. You don't get away with not doing that. I know sometimes you want to, but you don't. So let's see. I'm more going with the flow. That's something that you might think I go with the flow. I even be thinking I'm going with the flow, but I don't think I actually always go with the flow. What I believe is the flow, and I believe that flow is, how would I say, it's enough to give you all the adventure, the joy, the happiness, the love. You don't have to force anything. So I think my second year of healing is walking through the flow and with the flow and not forcing anything. And I think it'll be good for me. So I don't have no grudges. I don't hate nobody. I don't even dislike. I don't feel that way. I don't feel a lot of ways because it all came to the surface. So it allowed me to deal with the truth. And you can heal much better in the truth than a lie. That's what I found. All right, ladies, I love y'all. I want to thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. And life is fine. Let me see who is here. Hey, okay, I got a couple of, okay. You're welcome, Jasmine. Thank you. Hey, Fiona. I adore the Esther dress. Thank you. I cannot wait to get one when they debut on the site. Thank you. They're coming. Thank you, Dr. Bioshin, and welcome. The time is 1990 right now. Yes, powerful time. Hey, Fiona, again. I'm watching the live from the beginning, just letting you know, because my comments may not match the current time. Oh, okay, no problem. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. So this is the journey. This is what it looked like, and it's beautiful. But yeah, I want to release that. I want to leave all of that and all of that I've been through. I just want to leave it where it's supposed to be, in the past. It's not about my future. And I don't want to get in the way of anybody else's. So we're flowing. So let's flow together. All right, y'all. I'm hungry. I day hung, which means it's pigeon for I am hungry. And I'll see you on the next one. Love you, ladies. Peace and blessings.